water's cold, cold. Oh man. It seems though I got myself in a predicament.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Kyle from Backcountry Adventure Motorsports, and today I'm in the Coeur d'Alene National Forest. Look at that view. I mean, I'm not sure how much it comes up in the camera, but that view is just gorgeous. I'm in the shade. It's 92 degrees today, but man, it's been a long time since I've done a video for you guys. Been a long time since I've done a vlog, for that matter. Lately, a lot of the videos that I've recorded have been install videos or just ride videos. First and foremost, I need to apologize to you guys. It's been a really long time since I've put anything out. I've just been extremely busy, and I'll get to that later in the video. But we're gonna do a little bit of riding today and just explore the Coeur d'Alene National Forest. I'm heading up to a place called Gold Creek Lodge. It's it's basically a ski resort for motorcycles 20 miles in the middle of nowhere. So we'll check it out. It's gonna be great. Stay tuned. Real quick, before we take off, I'm just gonna show you, it's been a really long time since I've done a mod video, and so much has changed since the last one that I did a year and a half ago. So this is gonna be a really quick walk around. I'll show you some of the other stuff in another video down the road, but real quick, just walking around. Octopovic exhaust, huge upgrade with the Power Commander, made a heck of a difference. I have a Recluse torque drive clutch, not the auto clutch, just the torque drive. Basically it adds about 6 more plates to give you more power to the rear wheel. Ohlins front and rear suspension, tuned by Conflict Motorsports. Hands down the best purchase that I've made for the bike. I've gone through it, you guys know, I've gone through a couple of suspension issues, and for my riding style, this so far has been the best fix for it. Another big thing you notice on the bike that's actually fairly new, Outback Motortek recently hooked me up with some crash bars in their skid plate. Now, I had AltRider before. AltRider is a great company, make excellent products. But for my riding style and as much abuse as I've put this bike through, after a year's worth of beating the hell out of it, they just weren't holding up. I have the AltRider high fender kit. It's, in my opinion, makes the bike just look super aggressive. Worked out well for me when I was in Nevada. Denali lights, giant loop, pannier pockets. I've gone to IMS Footpegs. They're a little bit larger. Next to that, I've got the Camel brace. Also have this Camel brace up here, which saved my ass when I was in Nevada. Flex bars, Scott's steering stabilizer, and let's see what else. Oh, Camel tank, which makes a heck of a difference when you're making long trips. STEGPegz, and again, I know that's a lot in a little amount of time. There's more on the bike, I'm sure, that I haven't showed you, but long story short, I'm going to be doing a full in-depth mod review on the bike, and you'll see that here soon. But I just wanted to kind of show you a few upgrades that I've done since my last mod video.
Alright guys, man, it feels good to be out in the woods today. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you up front, this is going to be a pretty relaxed video, mainly just kind of catching up with what I've been up to lately, and kind of some of the reasons why I haven't put a video out, I guess. One reason I haven't been riding since the beginning of June. Today is July 13th. One of the reasons I haven't been riding since the beginning of June is because I blew my knee out in June. I did it real good. I tore my ACL, my MCL, and my medial meniscus on my left knee. Now, I've already had, those of you who know, going to follow me a little bit in my other videos, I've already had 7 knee surgeries on my right knee, and man, look at that view. And this was my left knee this time, my good knee. Basically what I did was complete stupid mistake. I was riding with a bunch of guys, having an awesome time, and had gone over this log going up the trail, no big deal. While we were up there, it snowed and rained a little bit, and yes, in June, we're up by Mount Adams. And on the way back down, man, I know better, but I hit a log, jumped that same log at an angle, and just completely lost the back tire. And without even thinking about it, put my left leg down and just destroyed my knee. So, yeah, so, you know, if you kind of have a squeamish stomach about that kind of thing, don't watch this next little clip. But here's a little clip of me going up the log and destroying myself. You know, to get out of there, it was crazy. We were about 15 miles from camp, and we had gone on some pretty gnarly stuff, and I actually rode back that had to take some like saplings and brace it up. I couldn't put hardly any weight on it at all without it buckling. It actually dislocated, and I had to push it back in. Anyway, so that's one of the reasons why I haven't been riding. Up until about this week, I just didn't want to get on the bike, because if I had to dab or anything like that, my knee just can't hold it. I actually have an appointment this week to find out when I'm going to have surgery, but and I ordered some braces and haven't got them in the mail yet, so that's another reason why I've been kind of just putting it off, just to save my body. But today I just kind of figured I needed to go out to Gold Creek Lodge, because Gold Creek Lodge is, like I said a minute ago, it's essentially a ski resort, but it's geared towards dual sports and snowmobiles in the wintertime. So it's pretty cool, because it's 20 miles on Forest Service roads away from anything. Closest town is called Lakeview. It's on Lake Ponderay, but the only way to get to it is in the wintertime snowmobile, or in the summer by dual sport bike, or, you know, four-wheel drive. So I mean, I guess cars can get there too in the summertime, but the roads are pretty rutted out. And anyway, so we're gonna go there and chat with the owner. So another reason why I've been so busy too is Veterans Back 40 Adventure. They are, or we, I should say, are a veterans nonprofit based out of here in North Idaho. Used to be based out of Washington, but recently moved to North Idaho. Back in January, I was voted in as president, and that's been kind of like my job lately. I've been trying to help that organization grow, and we've had our ups and downs, and it's been awesome. This has been a great summer for us. We've raised a lot of money, and that being said, one of the events that we're holding in August is here at Gold Creek Lodge, and we're going to take about 10 veterans out at no cost to them on some dual sport adventures. Gold Creek Lodge has allowed us to stay there at no cost. They gave us a bunch of tent spots, and they're going to cater some food for us, and it's just going to be a great weekend. So that's going to be the first part of August. I'm sure I'll have some video of that, but Veterans Back 40 Adventure has taken up a ton of my time, both me and my wife. My wife is actually the secretary that does a lot of the logistical paperwork and all that kind of stuff. Man, there are a ton of people out here today. But, so yeah, has just taken a lot of my time, and I've got a huge backlog of videos that I've been trying to edit and get posted. At just, I'm not trying to keep making excuses, but I'll get to them probably when I'm laid up after my surgery. That'll give me plenty of time of sitting on my butt to be able to edit a bunch of videos. So, let's see, what else has been going on? My wife is also a yoga instructor, and we last week just closed the deal on a studio. So we are going to be opening our own studio so my wife can teach yoga out of it, and we'll just have our own business instead of working for somebody else, which we're also very excited about and a little scared, honestly. But that should be pretty cool. Another thing that we do with the yoga studio and her yoga teaching is she actually volunteers at the VA and helps out there where, you know, because yoga, not only is it, you know, exercise, but it's also really good for the mind and body. So it helps veterans with PTSD, believe it or not. If you can get them onto the mat, then it just helps out a ton. It just helps calm their mind and get their mind off of things that have been bothering them. Plus, it's also exercise, so it's good for them. So, all these people are picking huckleberries. I mean, and huckleberries everywhere up here. This is a pretty cool little road right here. I have not actually been on any of this stuff yet, so this is an adventure for both of us. For those of you who have stuck around this far, thank you. I promise we'll get us some good scenery here soon. We're up in the mountains about 4,000 feet right now, and yeah, we're going down, but we will eventually go back up. And when we get to the lake, it's just going to be gorgeous. So hang in there, it'll get better. Oh, that's some good camping right here. Let's check that out. Oh yeah, a little bit of water in there still. Woo! This Ohlins suspension just eats these bumps up. Oh, a couple old mines. Open it up a little bit. A little bit of air off that. I'm running these Desert HT tires. I really chewed them up when I was in Nevada, but for this kind of stuff, they're pretty amazing. Super hard tire. They don't chunk out too bad. Ooh, some tubers. Look at that water. Crystal clear. Love it. Well, I told myself I'd take it easy today, but it's not easy to not hit a water crossing. So I'm gonna see if I can do this without having to put my feet down. This drop off is a little gnarly. We'll just baby it down. Actually, this will be easier just to roll it. Oh, that water's cold, cold. Oh, man. And I'm on a hiking trail. Off the path. Not tearing it up though, just so you guys know. I'm just cruising. How other bikes look like have been on here anyway. Oh man, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Let's see what this looks like. Again, I'm not getting around real well, so with this loose stuff, I mean, it's not too bad, but The biggest thing is, I'm going to be able to turn around up here somewhere, because this is getting skinny. I could turn around here, I guess. Well, that's what I was worried about. It seems, though, I got myself in a predicament. All right, so check me out. Yeah, what I just decided to do was go down and across. The water was just under my air filter, so I was able to drive it to about there with no pants on. So now I'm just gonna grab my gear, and then there's a giant tree right there blocking the creek, and I can't get across. So I'm just gonna ride my bike down the creek and get back on the road. Shouldn't have came this way. Alright, so the dumb mistake of going up that path like I knew I shouldn't have by myself, and being hurt and everything else. I'm just off today. Anyway, so brought the bike across the creek over there, like I said a minute ago, and now you can kind of see this little creek bank here. I'm just gonna follow the creek back and do that same crossing that I originally got myself into this mess. So I'll meet you up on the road. All right, so made it back to the original creek crossing. All right, my main concern is up and making that turn. That's pretty loose, and there's freaking traffic. So I really don't want to freaking come out in front of somebody. Sounds clear. It's really hard to tell with the water, but here we go. Whoo! Ah, baby. Okay, so we're not doing anything stupid the rest of the time, and by we, I mean me, because I'm sure this whole time you guys were going, what an idiot. And yes, rule number one, don't do shit like that by yourself. Rule number two, don't do stuff like that when you're hurt, because I can't shift my weight real good, and when I went up over that creek crossing, I needed to shift my weight to the right, and I just couldn't. So anyway, that was part of the adventure, I guess. Well, really glad we're done with that crap. That took me probably an hour and maybe half hour, and getting pantsless, which whatever, getting pantsless in the middle of the woods is always good, right? But the creek felt nice. So here we go, back on the Back on the road. You know, you just never know with me what you're gonna see. I told you from the beginning that this was gonna be an easy ride, and it will from here on out, I promise. So if you want to leave the video now, that's all the excitement you're gonna get, except for some good scenery and hearing me blab. Turn that traction control off. Ah, screw it, we'll leave ABS on. Just because we're cruising. Anyway, how was that? Hit me up in the comments below. Pretty thick skinned. Don't be a dick, but let me know what you think about that little incident. I literally had my bike up to about here in the water. When I went across that, I mean, it was up to my waist, and when I sit on the bike, you know, my feet just reach the ground. So it was pretty freaking deep, and my exhaust was underwater, and I was a little afraid to start it, but I had to use the motor to get it across the creek because it was a pretty muddy bottom. But anyway, pretty funny. It's a story. I'm glad I got to share it with you. And we're back on the road. Yeah, baby. I don't know where this goes. This looks like a freaking runway. Well, I just wanted to stop for a little bit and take a break. I got caught up back to that truck and trailer again, so I'm trying to let them get ahead. You know, I took a pretty decent spill a little bit ago and got to try out these new Outback bars, and man, not even maybe a little bit of a scratch, but dude, these things, oh yeah, a little bit of scratch there. These things are solid. Didn't even budge up here. Plenty of room. I mean, dude, those things are hardcore, man. I think it's a good move for doing stupid shit like I do. All right, cool. So if you look over there, that is the other road. This is killer, right? So it's so open. There's some high lines, and this early summer, this was all snow. You couldn't go this way because this is like the north side of the mountain here. This is gorgeous. These are some of the views I was talking about. There's just a giant gorge down here. I mean, I'm not gonna get close to it because my luck is pretty crappy lately, but it's cool though that you can see that other road bending around there. Oh, and there's the lake. You can see the lake right there. So pretty gnarly. Some killer views like I was saying. Enjoy. I'll shut up now. All right, so I'm just rolling up to Gold Creek Lodge right now. It's about a mile up here. It's a pretty cool little area, man. It's like you have this big meadow right here, surrounded by these big peaks, and there's Gold Creek that runs right through here. Years and years ago, this was a Boy Scout lodge, and they let it go, and some people were living in it, not taking care of it, and ended up just like trashing it. And then along came this guy who I hear is the heir of one of the, well, of Maytag. He's like the great grandson of Maytag, and he came out here and just bought it, and it's just, they've put a lot of money into it to fix it up. There's 9 hotel rooms and a bunch of camp spots and a nice restaurant and bar. And I mean, the way you see me get here is how you get here. And here's where the lodge starts, a little camp area right here. And this is Gold Creek Lodge. It's not busy, which is awesome. And here we are, Gold Creek Lodge. And it's about to get busy, it looks like, so. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed some of this drone footage here. The lake's just gorgeous. And once again, I apologize for the cruddy audio. It really kind of ruined some of this footage here from coming up this hill. This is one of my favorite roads. It goes along the power line and has some places where you can go up on the wall, kind of like right here, and then it's just a blast. Good road to just really put some speed to. Not a whole lot of washouts, but some. But anyway, I just want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you haven't yet, hit that like button, and as always, hit that subscribe button. And this is Kyle from Backcountry Adventure Motorsports. Thank you so much for watching.